Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In the previous video I had shown you how to add this design to your Blogger website. Now all this data that we see over here was added in the JavaScript code itself. Now in this video I'll show you how to add the data from your Blogger website into this design. So let's get started. Right, let's start adding the Blogger data to our design. So for that, let's go back to our theme code and let's scroll down and let's go to our script. And here I'll just delete all this code from here. This is the array that we used for the data. So I'll just delete this. Now we will make use of the JSON feed that we get from Blogger websites. So let's scroll down and now here we have to create a script tag. So let's type script, and in this we need to add an src. So let's type src, and here for the link we have to first of all copy the link of our website. So let's copy this from here and let's paste it over here, and then we need to type feeds /posts /default alt equals JSON -in -script. And we also need to add a callback function. So let's type ampersand, and since this is an XML file we also have to type amp semicolon, and let's type callback equals, and we need to add the name of a function. I'll just call it fetch all posts. Now let me just show you what happens when we go to this web page. So I'll just copy this URL from here and let's go back to our website, and I'll just post the link over here. And here we need to remove this callback, and also we just need to type alt equals JSON, and let's press enter. And now we can see we get this data from Blogger, and I'm using this extension called JSON Formatter in Google Chrome. So that's why it is looking like this. If you don't have this extension, then this is how it will look. So you can go ahead and install the extension. And now we can see we have all the data of our website displayed over here. Here we can see we have the list of all the categories in our website. And if we scroll down, we have the title of the website, we have the subtitle, and all these things over here. And if we scroll down even more, we have the entry, and in that we have all the posts. So here we can see this is the latest post. If we scroll down, here we have the title of the latest post. So if you go back to our posts, here we can see the latest post, how search engine works, and we have that over here, and we have all the data of the post displayed over here. And if you scroll down, we have the second post, which is the next post, and we have the title over here, and we have the same title over here for the next post. So all the posts are fetched over here. So we can use this data and display all our posts in our design. Right now let's go back to our code, and we need to create this function called fetch all posts. So let's create the function over here, and in that function we will call this function right here called populate all posts, where we are getting all this data and adding it to this division. So let's create the function called fetch all posts. And I'll just cut this line of code from here and paste it over here inside this function. Now we get some data from this function, so I'll just call it data. And first of all, before calling this function, I'll just display it in the console, and let's see whether it is being displayed. So let's type console.log data. Right now let's save this. Now let's go back to our website. And let's right click over here and go to inspect. And if you go to the console, here we have this object, and if I open that, we have the feed, and in that we have the entry, and in that we have all these posts. So we need to get the data only from this entry. So I'll just pass this entry data to the function. So it is inside feed.entry. So let's go back, and here I'll just call this populate all posts function, and I'll just pass data.feed.entry. Right now the next thing we need to do is we need to change all these things over here. So we need to change the post link to the post link that we get from our data. So if you go back to this page right here, here we have all the data of our posts. And if you open a post, here we can see this is a post. And let's first of all see where is the link. So if you scroll down, here we can see we have this link array, and in that we have the last object, and in the last object we have the link of the post. So we need to get it from link and the last object, and in that we have the href. So let's go back, and here instead of post.postLink, we need to type post.link, and we need to get the last element, so we need to type post.link.length -1, and in that we have the href, so let's type .href. So this is going to be the link of our post, and since we are looping through this posts array, we need to add that over here as well, because we are getting it from this fetch all posts function. Alright, the next thing we need to have is the thumbnail URL. So let's go back to this data, and let's see where is the thumbnail URL. So if we scroll down, here we have this media $thumbnail, and in that we have the URL. So let's add that. Let's go back, and I'll just delete this, and let's type post.media $thumbnail.url, and the next thing we need to have is the category. So let's go back to the data, and if we scroll up, here we can see we have this category, and it is an array, and in that we have the first object, which is the category. So we have just one category in each of the posts. So we need to access the first index in the category array, and in that we have the term, and in the term we have the category. So here let's type post.category and the first index dot term. Now we also have to take care of what will happen if we don't have any categories. So let's type post.category, and this will check whether the category is available. So let's add a question mark over here, and if the category is available, then we need to add the category. So I'll just return this code, and if you don't have the category, then I'll just add a colon, and let's type uncategorized. So the category will contain either the category or uncategorized text. And then we have the category link. So for the category link, we will add a URL. But before that, we need to check whether we have any categories. So here also we need to type post.category question mark. And if we have a category, then we will add the category link over here. And if you don't have the category, then we'll just add a hash. Now here for this link, I'll just add backticks so that we can add variables easily. Now let me show you how the link of a category is generated. So here we have the website, and we need to type /search/label/ and the category. So let's open a category. Let's type tips. So here if I just type tips, here we can see all the posts of the tip category is displayed. So this is how you generate the link of category. So I'll just copy this link from here, and I'll just paste it over here. And here instead of tips, I'll just type $, curly braces, and here I'll just type post.category. Right, that's it with the category. Next we have the post title. So let's go back to the data, and the post title is right here. We have title, and in that we have $T. So let's type post.title.$T. And the next thing we need to have is the summary. So if you go back to this data, we are getting the full post over here. But here instead of default, if you just type summary, and if I press enter, now if you scroll down and if you go to a post, here we can see just the summary of the post is being displayed. So we need to use this URL right here, and we can get the summary from summary $T. So let's go back to our code, and let's scroll down, and here in this source, I'll just change default with summary. Right now let's scroll up, and here let's type post.summary.$T, and then we have the author. So let's go to the data, and let's see where is the author. So here we have the author, and the author is basically an array. So let's access the first index of the array, and in that we have the name, and in that we have $T. So let's type post.author and the first index .name.$T. And then lastly we have the date published. So let's go back to the data, and let's see where is the date. So here we can see we have published, and in that we have the date. Now this is in a different format, so we need to convert this date format. So the date is inside published $T. So let's type post.published $T, and we need to convert this. So let's type new date, and in that we will add this, and then we need to type dot to locale date string. Right, that's basically it. Now let's see whether it works. So let's click on save. Let's go back to our website and let's go to the home page. And here we can see all the data is being displayed. We have the latest post over here, and we have all the posts displayed. Let's open a post. Let's click on this first post over here, and we have the first post opened over here. Let's go back and let's click on this post right here, and we have that post opened over here. So everything is working all right. Now the last thing we need to do is we need to replace these images with a high definition image. Right now it is too blurry. Now the reason for this is that if you go to this data, and if you take a look at the thumbnail URL, so here we have the thumbnail URL, and in that we can see it says S72. So this is the resolution. Let me just open this in a new tab. So this is the image right here. Now if I just change the S72 to something different, so here we have S72, I just change this to S400, and if I press enter, now here we can see we have a clearer image. If I just change this to, let's try 500, now we can see we have even bigger image. So let's go back and let's do that. So here for the media thumbnail, we have to replace the S72 with something different. So let's type dot replace, and here for the first term let's type /S72, and for the second term let's type /S400, and let's save this. Right now let's go back to our website and let's refresh this page, and now we can see we have the clear image for the thumbnails. So everything is working. Let's open a category. So let's click on this tips category, and here we have a problem. So we need to fix this. Let's go back to our code and let's see what's the problem. Now here we can see for the category link, we are just passing this post.category. We also have to type 0 for the first index dot term. So let's copy this and let's paste it over here. Right now let's save this. And now let's go back to our website. Let's click on this category, and now we can see we are on the correct link. Let's go back and let's click on another category. Let's click on social media, or let's click on technology because we have 2 posts. And here we can see we have these 3 posts displayed over here. So that's basically how you can completely change the design of your blogger posts. Right, so that's basically it for this video. In the next video, I'll show you how to load more posts. So in the beginning, we'll just load these 6 posts over here, and then we will add a button called load more posts, and when we click on the load more post button, we will display the other posts. So we will do that in the next video. Let's also check the responsiveness, and everything is working all right. So if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below, and if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.